It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day, and it is mid-October. I am back in my Chula Vista garden after a installation up in Claremont, California, and the forecast is looking very mild. So it is finally time for me to dig into this hot mess. This is such a focal point in my garden. I look at this every single time I come outside. And this Agave Quadracolor is a voracious pupper. You can see she's thrown off a lot of pups, and it's, making me hyperventilate. I don't want that. I want one beautiful quadricolor. I don't want one beautiful quadricolor and 37 pups. And then all of this, is ratty. So I've been looking forward to digging into this for a hot minute. So the first thing that I'm going to do is encourage all of you to identify an area in your own yard that just doesn't look quite right. And if you live in California or another, mild location where we're in fall, moving into winter, you have my blessing to start tearing in. So the
As long as it doesn't freeze too, right?
right. We don't want. Well, I don't think we're going to be in anybody is going to be in any danger of hard freeze at this time of year.
It's snowing up in North Carolina.
Well, true. It's snowing up in Northern California, Hannah says. But yeah, so people that live on mild Mediterranean climates should be able to tear into their plants. Those of you that live where it gets cold, you know that it's time for the Great Migration. It's time to start bringing your plants in for the winter. So first, though, I'm going to dig up, the smaller things, my cutesy little sedums. See, I busted that one, but that's okay. We don't care because roots are optional, aren't they? Oops, busted that one. Dig it out better, Hannah says. Okay. I'm also seeing a snail under here, or as I like to call it, spawn of Satan, although it is just a carcass, just a shell. All right, because I'm being a little bit careful with these things because I'd like to reuse them. I'd like to pop them back in. Here's a really cool neon breakers. You can see the summer was not gentle on this plant. I've learned with Echeveria neon breakers that they really appreciate some protection, some shade, and some cooler temps to look their best. But that's still viable, and I will use it after I clean it up. All right.
So effectively what you're doing is removing the plants so you can dig out the mama.
Yeah, I'm removing all of these plants so that I can get my shovel up underneath that mama quadricolor without destroying everything in front of her. So here we go. The quadricolors actually grow off runners, which you will see here. And you don't have to be gentle. Even if you want to use these quadricolors in other areas of your garden or gift them to friends, doesn't have to come off by the roots. See that long runner there? There are also roots attached right at the base of the plant. So even if you don't have these roots exposed and all you see is runner, this thing is tough, and you can still absolutely just stick it in the ground and it will root and figure it out. It also has really nasty thorns. This girl is tough. Okay, so get those pups by hook or by crook. See, that one I just yanked off. Oh, this is interesting. Here's a non-variegated pup. Look at that.
Oh, can you take it out of the sun, please?
Oh, it's in the sun. I don't know. Whoop. Yeah, not really so variegated. No yellow in that one. That's interesting. Okay, I'll just set that aside. Oh my gosh. You know how I said, I don't remember how many pups I estimated, but I may have underestimated. This was a job whose time had definitely come. There's another one. Ugh. So rewarding. No, I'm good because I gotta see what I'm doing. So, in other news, while I'm working on this, it's a good time to let you guys all know that Greg went for his annual stress test a few weeks ago after suffering a cardiac arrest 2 years ago, and it showed some slight abnormalities. So, you know, that sort of sucked, but we got on with it, went up to LA, did our job, came back. He met with his cardiologist yesterday, and the abnormality was super slight. Does not require any kind of intervention, treatment, nothing. The doctor said that his EKG looked way better this year than last, and as long as Greg continues to be asymptomatic, no more interventions needed, and we'll see him next year for his annual stress test. So we are celebrating at the Eubanks house today. Super awesome news. I thought you guys would want to know. All right. Good grief. These are wannabes. I really love this plant. I really do. I just, you know, it's just one of those ones that you have to understand that if you're going to have it in your garden, unless you want it to naturalize and literally take over the entire space, you're going to have to intervene every year or so. And she's on, I probably should have done this last year because Mom's on a pretty, oh crap, I busted my shovel hand. Look at it.
Okay, well.
Okay, so new shovel, and that taproot for the mom is really, really in there. So what I'm going to try to do is remove these the rest of the pups without completely removing the mom, because I really don't want to tear into this.
Go for it.
If I can help it. Ow, god dang it, it's so sharp.
You gotta go from that end.
Yeah.
You should be able to yank it now.
You're all on the edge of your seats, aren't you? Yeah.
These are clippers.
Exciting stuff. Yeah, I may have to end up just using my clippers on this. See if I can get in there. Remember to wear gloves when working with your quadricolor too, because it really is spiky. Did I get it? No, not quite. Almost. Close.
Yeah.
There we go. Woo-wee, look at that. Whoa.
It's two.
Yeah, it's actually two. So I've got a really nice, viable
Bunch of
baby there. Yeah. So now, you know, these are all those runners. I've got a crested Fred Ives here that I'm pretty tickled with, that I didn't want to upset too much because I really like the way it looks. But I also want to get after these runners, get as many of them as I can. Okay.
Are you okay with the ones that are coming through the tapestry stuff over here?
No. So we got to get over on this side. See, this is why you keep up with your stuff, guys. You don't wait. Like I said, I should have done this last year. It would have been a heck of a lot easier, but I didn't, so here we are. Okay, so I don't want these either.
I think you can get them out without including the feeding.
Yeah, let's see if I can get at them without. Yes, I think so. Yes, there we go. Haha, these are coming out nice and easy. Yes. Fantastic. Okay.
Okay.
Now I just have this one right here. See how far over it came? I knew that would happen, but that's okay. Look at the runner on that. Woo! That's okay. I can set this sedum right back down without disrupting it. Good, sedum, good. All right, now I have officially, oh no, I haven't. There's more over here. Good Lord. Ugh. Really infringing on my crested Fred. All right, so in the interest of everyone's waning attention spans, that is all I'm going to do right now. I have successfully removed all of the pups. Now I just have this big, beautiful specimen plant. So I'm just going to take and push all of my soil and rock back underneath.
I thought you were going to say, and all I have left is this big, beautiful gaping hole.
All I've left is this big, beautiful gaping hole. Yeah, we'll go like this, and then another day we will do the detail work where we'll decide, you know, because honestly, when this was smaller, I loved the idea of all of these, you know, little cutesy tootsy plants all around it. But now that she's so mature, I'm not feeling that. I don't want to put a bunch of crap underneath and all around her anymore. But what's happened is I've now got this kind of awkward space right here between the quadricolor and the Fred Ives. This would be a perfect place for a rock or a plant that is more standalone. So I can use this little undulata and bridge the gap here.
Maybe even throw in your neon breaker.
Hannah suggested possibly throwing in the neon breaker in here too. Yeah, because, yeah, see how that just softens that right on up? And yes, I think this would be a great place to pop in the neon breaker, because with the way the sun hits my garden, it comes from here and goes this way. So this would be protected from the sun until later in the afternoon. And especially now that we're in winter, or rolling into winter, we're in fall, the sun isn't going to play such a dramatic factor in the garden for the next 8 months, 9 months, probably 9 months. So I'm just cleaning up all the dead leaves underneath the breaker. That's fun. It's a fun thing to do. Checking also for bugs, mealybugs, aphids. If you see a lot of ants around your plants, chances are good you've also got aphids or mealies. So be prepared to treat with alcohol, neem, insecticidal soap, napalm, whatever floats your boat. Okay. All right, now we've got a cute little neon breakers that's ready for his new home right here, tucked up super close to that undulata. And right next to the little cotyledon, this little green plant, this cotyledon has behaved very nicely. I'm very happy with this right here. And then you can see also my Fred Ives that started off as a single and crested, which I absolutely love. And then even this little Lophantha blood spot, agave blood spot, it bloomed out, but then it threw off a bunch of little babies, and I don't hate it, so I just let it ride. So yes, yay! I am much happier with this now. I'll probably go into the garage and find some more lava rock or something to, you know, kind of cover up this dirt. But ultimately, my job is done, and I am very, very pleased with the results. Yeah, that's much better. Just her as a single. And then if you look across, we've got the agave, attenuata variegata, and that beautiful blue glow, which is also throwing off new leaves and is starting to crowd the fountain. So I'm going to have to find a new home for this as well. Succulent gardening problems 101. I hope this helped. I hope that this video inspired you to get out and tackle an area in your yard that's driving you crazy. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day. Bye, guys.